John Salley.
What's up,
Nice
fam?
to meet you, brother.
How you been?
You know what I must say to you? I grew up watching you. I told Magic this, by the way. I had a discussion with Magic about 3 weeks ago. Magic Johnson.
Oh, Magic Johnson. Okay.
And we were talking about you when you were on the Chicago Bulls.
When I was on the Chicago Bulls. Were you born when I was on the Chicago Bulls?
I lived in the Chicago area. And most people would appreciate you on the Chicago Bulls, but I must say, I really...
Did they understand what happened?
No, they didn't, man. You have to live in the area.
You have to live in the area. Well, what happened is Phil Jackson went and wanted enough people to foul out Shaquille, and we had a full team too. We had like 19 guys on the cover of Time magazine. Yep. They just don't get it. New York Times Sunday magazine. They just don't get it that when you get a gang, you got to get a gang.
Yep.
That means a whole bunch of thugs. So I was one of those thugs.
Exactly. People don't get it. I mean, basketball fans alone, they watch you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your most memorable moment playing in the NBA?
Playing.
Yeah.
My most memorable moment was being drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was sitting with Lenny Bias, but he left way before I did. Playing, yeah. I'm going to say it was in 1989. We beat the Lakers. It was Game 4. I think I lifted Isaiah up, and we ran to the locker room, and I could not wait to get my hat and fit it perfectly on my head. That's all I wanted. I wanted the hat.
Yeah.
So you ever see guys when you win a championship, they get the hat and they put it sideways? I broke it down. It was a snapback. It wasn't fitted, and I got it perfectly on my head. So when you shot it, you can see that world champion. That was my favorite moment at the end of the season. Finally, since I was 6 years old, wanted to be a pro ball player.
Wow, and Magic Johnson was my childhood hero. So when I met him, I brought up your name because you had once quoted and said that Michael Jordan was not the greatest basketball player ever.
Of all time.
Of all time, it was Magic Johnson.
To me.
And I said this to Magic. And he, you know how humble he is. And in a sense, do you really mean that? Because a lot of people get on me when I agree with you.
Well, you got to understand that we are in the age of the video game.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in the video game age, and Michael Jordan can do everything, even, part the sea. Yeah. I think they think that he is Moses, Jesus, and anybody in between. You got to watch out when you deal with it. Plus, it was the most unbelievable branding in the NBA since 1984 when David Stern came in to make it an international product. So he's the face of that product. So when you talk against it, it's sacrilegious. But he had a great 90s.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he had 3 great years in the 90s. Then he had 2 bad years. Yeah. Then he came back and had 3 more great years.
Oh, yeah.
See, when I say that, right, so when I say that to people, they're like, what are you talking about? I said, dog, we're talking about 8 years of MJ. But you've been branded with MJ since 84. But not until 1991 to 97 and 98 was MJ the man.
Yeah. And sometimes it takes longevity to be great anyway.
Right. But I think he's great. I think he does great things. I play with him. I still hang with him.
Yeah.
I blaze cigars with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Magic Johnson is 6'10". When he was 19 years old, scored 42 points because Kareem had a migraine and won the championship against Philadelphia.
In the NBA.
In the NBA. At 19. He plays every position.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just me or maybe it was just my era. Since I was like 15 when Magic was coming up, I was like a Magic fan. And since I'm close to the age of Michael Jordan, I played against him in college, hung out with him. Yeah. I see him as my boy as opposed to the Messiah.
Oh, you're credible, man. Listen, when people, you know how it is, man. NBA, the good thing is it's always barbershop talk. So everybody got an opinion. I couldn't even be a towel boy in the NBA.
That's why I started cutting my own hair, because I got sick of the non-knowledge of my barbershop.
What have you been up to, though, lately, man? I know we got to wrap up.
I literally am putting together a cooking show. I eat a vegan diet, plant-based diet. I have a product called Vermax, which we're getting into Whole Foods. Getting into Walmart, Whole Foods, Target. So it's all men's health. It's prostate, testosterone, male enhancement. We see all men need it.
Too many energy drinks out here, celebrities.
Oh my God, you have no idea. Yeah. All these shows talking about what men can't do. That's because their health is bad. So I'm trying to work on men's health. And I just work on product after product. I work with a company called Water Tree Pharmaceuticals. So we doing discount cards. I got a discount card going throughout the entire hood, so you can get discount on 5,000 different medicines. And really, it's just health, wellness, and subconsciousness. So I'm focused on making the community as healthy as
I
possible.
like that. Are you on Twitter where we can follow you?
Yes, you can find me at @Salley
Okay.
on Twitter, and you can just go to John Salley. Hold on, is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah,
well, the
John Salley. I said the, then it had 2 E's.
Yeah.
You know, black folks try to
get it
right.
Ebonics.
Ebonically,
Yeah.
no, the John Salley, and then you can hit me at John Salley, Salley.
We need you on TV, man. I love when you host the Basketball Wives and all that other stuff.
Well,
What's up with that, man? Where your agents at, man?
Well, I got it. Because of the Basketball Wives, now the company Shed is talking about me doing a new show. Good. But you know, it's different when you do reality TV.
Yeah. But
that means that they're inside of your business too, and I don't like.
There are a few basketball ex-athletes that could actually, have the personality on TV, man. You pull it off.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
We all
got character.
Yeah, but
we sometimes just the wording and the way sometimes, like Ice Cube said, we don't put the subject and the predicate in the right spot sometimes speaking. But that makes us unique.
Yes. Anyway, take care, brother. We shall follow you, man.
Yes.
Peace.